What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me on your weekly edition of Tucker Talks, where I, your host, Alexander Tucker, comes to you from weird, wild, hot, exhausting, challenging places and huffs and puffs through his workout to share some insightful and mostly worthless insights about running, adventure, whatnot. I'm gonna have a seat and compose myself. Get that schmutz off of here. And flies are attracted to schmutz. They're all over me. Maybe because I'm filthy and sweaty and gross. What's up, everybody? It's been a minute. I've missed you. I've been out and about and on the job, working in the field, so I have not had the chance to give you any updates lately, but I've been out here on a hill repeat session doing the switchies in Bella Vista, and I thought I would drop in. And as always, I want to share with you my landscapes wherever I am at that day. I'm here in the Los Padres, my backyard. I live right over here. I have been out and about. If you've been tracking with me at all the past few months, in some of these recent update videos, you've seen that I've been training in South Africa, running the Western Cape, around Table Mountain, beautiful places like that. Running through the desert in Namibia. Oh, middle of the workday in beautiful Beverly Hills. Oh, pacing San Diego 100. My friend Holly finished her first 100 miler, so I went down and paced for that. And now I'm back home. I'm fully in race mode. My eye is on September 1st, and as of today, I am 60 days out from race day, from UTMB 2023. I don't know whenever you're seeing this and whenever I make the video and drop it, but today is 60 days. So I am very, very excited about that, but it's also starting to get kind of real. 60 days can feel like a long time. It can feel like it's far off in the distance, but in reality, it's just around the corner. Especially when you actually look at your training and count out each specific training session, there's not a lot left. And especially when you factor in the specific long efforts that I have left, I only have a few. I have a 50K that is coming up in 2 weeks, and I'm putting together a mountain excursion, kind of like a self-guided project, about 40 miles with about 10,000 feet of elevation gain in the Los Padres, just on the other side of this ridge, in a few weeks as well. So, even though it's 60 days out, I feel like I'm staring down the barrel of a starting gun, and it's getting real. And seeing that it's about 2 months to the starting line, I can now look back on 2 months of my training block as well. See that I am right in the middle. And I thought that this would be as good of time as any to just assess where I've been, reflect on how it's going, and see what this has meant for me so far. Get out of here, flies everywhere. I love this funk. So as I said, training has brought me all over the world, but now I am back here at home in Santa Barbara, enjoying these trails. Unfortunately, as I've alluded to this in the past, the rain and the storms that we had this winter have left our trails in pretty dire straits, which means that a lot of this part of the range is just closed. Romero Canyon is closed. This over here is San Ysidro. That's all closed. There are only a few ways that I can get to the back country from the front range. I'm kind of limited in the trail efforts that I get to do on this side. So if I really want to put on some long runs with some runnable terrain, not just technical rock hopping, but some real good running effort, I gotta hop in the car and drive. And in finding myself back here and focusing for the next 2 months on my training, on my health, on my fitness, a little bit of work, a little bit of play, but mostly focused on UTMB training. I also am reflecting on the amazing time that I've been having exploring and training in these beautiful places over the past 2 months. So if you get a chance or haven't seen them, head back on the previous 2 months of videos. You'll get to see some of the landscape and the environments that I was in and exploring over that time. But the question is, how is it going? How am I feeling about this? Great. No, good. Not so good. Not great, and not good, somewhere in between. Pretty good? Yeah, let's just say I feel pretty good. Yeah, let's just say pretty good. I guess that'll work. Just the other day, it kind of hit me. I was looking at the rest of my training calendar. It's like, oh my God, I don't have very long left. I start to ask, like, how is this working? How is it going? I say that it's going pretty good because that's how I feel. I feel pretty good. I am definitely nervous about how much more time I have left, or lack thereof, for how much time and effort I still have to put in to feel confident to accomplish 106 miles around Mont Blanc and climbing 32,000 feet in order to do that. And what seems like an impossibility, I know is not. It is very much a possibility. It will be a reality, but there's a lot of effort that has to go in between now and then. And just the other day, I paused, I emailed my coach and I was like, hey, am I on track here? Does it seem like we're heading in the right direction? He just responded and said, stick to the plan, you are doing great. So that was affirming, I was encouraging to me. I'm really, really happy and glad that I made the decision to hire a coach. I wouldn't be where I am today, feeling fit and feeling healthy and strong to put the next 6 weeks of elevated effort in order to accomplish this challenge that I set forward. So thank you to my coach. That's a positive. As far as like overall fitness, a few things that I have changed is not only am I focusing on vert and technicality on the trail, but I'm putting a lot of anaerobic effort of speed work, tempo work on the road and on the trail so that I can just improve my overall running fitness. And that has been a huge benefit so far. And on top of that, I'm doing a lot of overall strength conditioning, calisthenics, yoga. Get out of here. Yeah, lots of stretching, lots of agility work, dynamic and static stretching to make sure that I'm staying overall loose, strong. And I gotta tell you, it's been one of the biggest benefits. I just feel overall holistically stronger and healthier. And the next thing that I've been putting a lot of thought and energy into, a lot of detailed focus, is diet, is just thinking about how my diet is affecting my running. It's not just getting the fuel in terms of calories, but the right type of fuel in that moment, the right type of fuel for the exertion, the type of effort that I'm putting in that day. If you have tracked with any of my videos or if you've seen any of my races in the past, you know that I have major GI issues, major GI. It's been a big frustration for me in the past. And I don't want it to be a frustration in the future. I don't want it to be a repetitive problem every single time I do long races or long efforts, is just to have upper GI issues. And I kind of drew a line in the sand and said no more. So what I've been doing is, as I've been training my legs and my overall cardio, I've been training my stomach as well. Eating lots and lots of different things that could possibly give me the right type of fuel, finding the things that are settling well in my stomach, and just overall training my gut to be able to handle whatever I throw it. The first time I had one of these was about 4 years ago, doing a double crossing the Grand Canyon. I was having a real bad day. A friend of mine handed me this. I don't know if you ever had them. It's basically Jell-O. They taste very neutral, but they have a consistency like Jell-O. And I opened it up and it just slid down my throat and immediately came right back up. But I've come to really enjoy them because they're very neutral and they're easy on the stomach. Their sponsor this year is a company called Knack. Never tried them, but I ordered a bunch and we'll get that in and I'll start training my stomach for that instead. My hope is that I will just build a rock solid gut so that when I'm at elevation and 75 miles in and have another 25 miles and 10,000 feet of gain, that my stomach won't be flipping upside down the way that it has in the past. I can't promise that will happen, but I'm training my stomach right now so that regardless whatever the course throws at me, I'll be prepared. Yeah, so I guess that's all good. Just gonna keep on keeping on with that. Hope for the best. My accommodations, my travel, all that is booked for Chamonix, so I'm coming down to the wire. Feel like I'll probably say that every week between now and then, but it's true, I am getting there. And I'm just going to keep focusing on the effort that I have each day at a time. That's all I can do. But next week in my video, I have something very exciting to share with you, and I hope that you'll take part in this with me. I'm just gonna give you that little nugget. It's something I haven't really included as a factor in my training or my racing in the past, but I'm excited to do it this time, and I would love to include you in that as well. Just a little piece of the puzzle that maybe you'll be able to take part in the journey with me. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't yet subscribed and would love to continue with me on this, please hit that subscribe button. The best way you can let me know if this is something you find entertaining or informative or helpful is just to hit the like button. And I need that affirmation sometimes. You know, you spend hours out here on the trail alone, and it just helps knowing people are with you. You're all with me, right? Yeah. Okay, I gotta get back here, and these flies are really hounding me. I'll catch you next week. Thanks for joining me. Safe travels, happy trails. Talk to you soon. Bye.